Hi, it's Raj Paul here from Progressive Property and I am with Raj and Paul. I've got a great story to share with you. How you doing, guys?
Not bad, really well.
All the way down from Leeds today?
Yes.
Very, very good. These guys are both buying in Leeds, and we met how long ago, would you say?
It was September 2009.
Yeah, September 2009. Was that when you came on the masterclass?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Obviously, you can see how good friends they are now. They're cuddling up together on this chair. So the reason I wanted to chat with Paul and Raj and sort of share their story with you is because one of the main things we kind of encourage people to do, I think with the leaders in this, is getting people to joint venture, because you get far better results when you have a business partner or you joint venture with people with different skill sets, or some have time, money, etc. And Paul and Raj have done that really well. So before we kind of talk about that in any more detail, when did you start investing? You came on the masterclass, you learned all the strategies to invest, you met each other. When after that did you kind of start investing?
Well, we had a few meetings, didn't we, up till probably December time. So we probably spent maybe a month and a half discussing the strategy, making sure we were both looking at the same things. But we actually made our first purchase in December 2009.
So you've been buying, you know, at the time of this video, just over a year.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Yeah. And Raj, how many deals have you guys done?
6 now.
6.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you were saying, Paul, earlier you've got a couple.
Yeah, one is going through as we spot speak, and
yeah.
an 8th one, which is an offer's been accepted on.
Sure. Okay. So at the start of the masterclass, would you have been happy with sort of kind of 6 to 8 deals over the next year?
Yeah, absolutely. Because obviously you hear stories about people doing it a lot faster, but we've sort of taken it at our own pace, and we've learnt an awful lot in that last year, and we're ready to progress probably a little bit quicker in this year.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good stuff. So just some sums on your portfolio then. I mean, I think I know what they'll be minimum because they normally are, but what's your average kind of discount you've been getting?
Roughly minimum 30% you get. Some of them get maximum to 45, 50 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously to a lot of people watching who've never bought property before, that sounds kind of a lot, or maybe unachievable. But I mean, were you getting that from deal 1?
More or less, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Because of what we learned on how to approach the stage and things like that, we did really well. We did see a lot of houses, so it didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, sure.
The deals are out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think people get that. You know, you've got to invest in yourself and you've got to put the groundwork in. Okay, and what kind of, so give me the kind of average equity amount per deal, would you say? What's 30% of the value you've been buying at?
We're buying sort of at the cheaper end in our area, so you're probably looking at a minimum of, absolute minimum of 10,000, but probably near 20 for each one.
Sure. And you're fairly confident in yourself that that's real, you know, that they're the real values?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Your area is up in Leeds?
Leeds and Bradford.
And Bradford, okay. Great. And do they cash flow at all? Do they bring you money in?
Absolutely, yeah. That was the key thing that we were looking for, is to maximise the cash flow, because the interest rates are so low.
Yeah.
We know they're going to go up.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure we had a massive cushion and to actually earn a living out of it as well. So.
And what would you say each deal pumping out for you cash flow wise after costs?
Minimum probably from 200 to about £1,000 we got.
Really?
Yeah, so
that's really awesome. And again, was that something that, you know, you thought you could do a year or so ago?
Well, I think our target was a minimum of 200
per property per month.
If we have that, I thought that's the reasonable deal, we'll go with it.
Sure.
And then obviously we looked at HMO and things like that, and generally the lowest we've got is 200.
Sure.
They're up to 354, and the HMO is near 1,000.
Yeah, that's great.
It's enormous.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Okay, so tell us about the joint venture then, because I'm guessing, because I was the same with Mark, I'm guessing that, you know, you maybe wouldn't have done quite as well individually on your own.
Yeah.
So tell us kind of how you met at the masterclass and the process of doing a joint venture together, because you guys hadn't met before our training, had you?
No, we didn't even know each other before then. But we just started chatting. The best thing probably about it is we knew the same thing, was learning the same thing at the same time.
Sure.
So it was on the same level as well, so that's probably a benefit. But we just started chatting from the same area, so far let's just meet up. And then from there we just talked and started getting a strategy in place and just took it from there.
So because you were both in the same area, that was obviously useful.
Yes.
And obviously because, you know, we teach about JVs and stuff, you guys thought you could get more working together.
Yes. From my experience, I was in property previously and then sold the portfolio I had.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I sold it is because I was doing it on my own.
Sure.
I think if I'd have been with a partner and we had more focus, I'd have stayed with it. And
sure.
That was one of the things I was looking for really. I didn't really want to do it on my own again. I would do, but I would prefer to be with a partner because I think you can do more faster.
Absolutely. Sure. Okay, so a couple more questions then. Paul, are you currently still working? Are you doing this part-time, full-time?
Yes. I'm full-time employed, but the hours I work is a shift pattern I work. It gives me loads of daytime hours off during the week, and obviously Raj is full-time.
And you're full-time?
Full-time, yeah, as well as, I mean, like I said, I've got good friends with their estate agents as well, so I help them out work in their offices as well, and get quite close with the deals as well.
So you're able to do property full-time,
yeah,
which is obviously great for Paul, and also because you do shifts and stuff like that. So, and you talked about, Raj, that you've been actually doing a bit of work for an estate agency, and you've got access to quite a lot of repossessions. You just want to talk about how, because this would be a great tip for people.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got very close friends with one estate agent that we did a couple of things with, and that, we've got quite close with him. He opened his own estate agent up, and we just started chatting again, and then he had all these repossessions coming through. Because we was quite close and we was one of his top investors, he always let us know first that all the properties he got through.
Sure.
And now he's got a contract with a repossession company that's coming up soon, to have a territory over the whole of West Yorkshire, but all the repossessions in West Yorkshire with this one particular company will go to him as well. So we've got all these properties to deal with, but we can't buy them all out.
Sure,
so.
no, of course. And you're also packaging deals, yeah?
Yeah, we're hoping to start packaging through this estate agent and also with the repossessions, let people have a look at them, because we are seeing them first before they're on the market.
Yeah.
And also we will be able to identify which we think are really good for investors, so any investors are looking to do that kind of thing, they can get in touch and we can give them first refusal.
Okay, so if people watching this want to get in touch with you, either to ask some questions, you know, obviously it's quite inspiring what you guys have done, how have you done it, or maybe if they're up in the north area and want help with deals, can they get in touch with you guys?
Absolutely, yeah, you're right.
Okay,
yeah.
So do you want to leave, you know, phone number, email, whatever? Email
is creativepropertyuk@gmail.com, and we have a free phone number which is 0800 310 1867.
Sure. Okay. So if you know, by all means, get in touch with Paul and Raj, you know, with any questions, stuff like that. So just to finish, then, two things. Number one, you know, what the things you learned on the masterclass. What are the most important things that have driven you forward, Raj? For you first.
Yeah, me again is. I think it is when I was in the beginning before I came to the masterclass. It was very hard for me to go out there, speak to these agents. But again, it pushed me forward. It built my confidence a lot. I knew what to say as well. When I went in the first time, I was a bit scared, a bit nervous as well.
Sure.
I give that impression to the estate agent, and they noticed that. And when I went in and asked for investment deals, like they always do, they usually turn around and ask me, like, "Where's your parents?"
How old are you?
I'm 19 now.
Yeah, sure. 19.
Yeah. So when they asked me that, I thought it was a bit tough. So knocked me confidence down a little bit. But after the masterclass, I knew what I was saying again. I went in again, and I was a bit more confident. Got more deals again through that way. So, and I had Paul on my side, so
And Paul, for you, the things that make things
yes, I think it's similar to Raj. It was how to approach estate agents, how to negotiate on the deals, and also it gave me an awful lot of motivation to actually go out there and start doing it, as opposed to just reading books and going on, you know, time to start, and actually go and do it. And you are nervous walking at this stage for the first time,
but you are with anything.
If you break that barrier down very quickly, and they need you more than you need them in a lot of ways, and once you've done a deal with them, suddenly they're ringing you. So
Cool. So what would you say to anyone then watching this video, thinking about taking the next step, thinking about stepping it up, maybe a bit nervous, maybe a bit unsure, wanting the proof, whatever? What would you say to them? Paul first.
Yeah, I'd say research your market, get in touch with these guys to maybe look at doing some training. I think I've done property before, but this time I thought, I have to be professional now and do it properly. So that's why I went on the training course. So get out there and do it. But maybe some training first, just to point you in the right direction.
Raj?
Definitely just take the first step and just get out there. You've got nothing to lose really. If you're going to do something, you might as well just push it all the way. That's probably the best thing.
Paul, Raj, thank you very much. And again, by all means, if you want to get in touch with Paul and Raj, you know, they've left their details. And watch out for the next video.